Hello, my name is James Tope, and I'm going to show you how I make recordings in my home studio, which is basically composed of my Fostex MR-8 Mark II digital multi-track recorder. Something you can't see, it's not in the view of the camera. My Native Instruments Rig Control 1 foot pedal device, which controls my Native Instruments Guitar Rig and Guitar Rig 2 amp modeling and effect modeling software, and my Windows PC, Windows 7 Home Premium PC made by Compaq. Now, typically, the way I make recordings, I get a background track off the internet. I have to do this in a way that it will be legal because I don't want to be infringing on anyone's copyrights when I use the background track as a basis for my own recording. I have to search for versions of whatever song that I want to record that I can get legally. Usually I use Google to do that, google.com. And then I load the file into my computer and play the music, and it gets recorded on the first two tracks of the multi-track recorder. Once I've got that done, I can adjust the volume levels if necessary, if they weren't completely even. There are a limited amount of audio effects in this thing that I can add to the background track if I want to. Then I'm going to go over here for a minute. There's a USB 2.0 connection back here in the back of the multi-track recorder, which allows me to connect it to the back of my computer. And that makes it a lot easier to transfer whatever I record with the multi-track recorder to the computer for further editing. And I'll show you the program that you can get from the manufacturer of the multi-track recorder. It's called Wave Manager, and it assists me in transferring whatever I record with the multi-track recorder to a folder on the computer. Usually I just transfer it to the desktop because it's easiest to see where the files are. Once I've done that, I open up this program called Adobe Audition 3.0. Now, since I didn't actually go through that whole process just now, there's not going to be anything loaded in here, so I'll show you what I can't show you like individual tracks being loaded into this program right now, but I can show you a completed performance instead. In this case, this recording has been completed. The final mix down has taken place, and it's ready to be burned to a CD. But if I was transferring from the multi-track recorder, there'd be an intermediate step there. I can correct any errors that I made when I recorded it on the multi-track machine with this program before I burn it to a CD. Like if I miscued and sang something where I wasn't supposed to sing something, I can go in here, zoom in on a part of the audio. This graphic represents the left and right channels of the audio. I can go in and zoom in and find the offending portion and basically just turn the volume all the way down on the portion where I made the mistake. And by doing that to any mistakes that I made throughout the whole recording, nobody would ever be able to tell that I made any mistakes. I can also take out surface noise, like if I had a noisy microphone that I was using, it created like a hiss or anything like that. I can remove the hiss between lines where I'm singing so that it's clean sounding in between whatever I'm singing. Anyway, after all of that is done, and it's mixed down the way this is, I'll show you what it sounds like as a finished product. I hope you can hear that. I don't want to play it too loud because it's late at night right now. I don't think you can see it on the camera. If you can, it would be a miracle. But there's a really thin line right here that's moving like this. And whatever that line passes over is what's being played. So it makes it real easy to tell exactly where you need to be if you need to fix an error. That lower portion there, that part where I'm singing lower, is actually a separate track because I wanted to be able to have different effects on that particular part than I was using on the main part. And this program has a litany of digital audio effects over here that I can select from. Anyway, once I've done all that, I can save the file. I can mix it down and save it and burn it to a CD. And now you know the basic information about how I make musical recordings. Thank you.